over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Should probably let you go. I know I can be cynical, make everything difficult, but it would take a miracle now to fix our problems. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 20, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you? Fall back to you, fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you?
Hey folks, welcome back to the live stream. My name is Dan, this is TweetFEV, and happy Sunday morning. Well, Sunday morning-ish for me. Hopefully you guys are having a good week, good weekend. Hopefully the weather's nice. And if the weather is nice where you're at and you have packs charged, see you later. Come view this later. You don't need to be here live. Although, if you want to be, thanks for stopping by. A lot of people in the live chat. Man, you guys are gotten here early. Speedy Turtle, number 1 on the board. Welcome, my friend. Glad you made it to the live stream today. And Eric Allen, as always, thank you. A lot of familiar names. I see a lot of repeat people coming back to the live stream, and I really appreciate it. Let's get some music going in the background here. Hey, so this is what happens when I don't wake up exactly 2 minutes before the live stream starts. I actually have time to get a cup of coffee, and as usual, coffee is brought to you by Ruby Moon Coffee. If you're looking for some good coffee, hit them up. Yeah, that's good stuff. Actually, I'm just about out. I'll have to reorder. But anyways, Sunday, the sun's finally shining, but it has been a rainy, miserable week all week. It's been rough. It's been a rough week. In-laws were in town too. They just left yesterday morning, so house is quiet. I got my little partner in crime over here, playing Roblox. But Mom was upstairs working on a paper for a master's degree, and we're gonna hang out here and do a little road trip later on. So anyways, little housekeeping items. If you want to get my attention, type @TweetFEV, and it should highlight in orange for me on my chat. Otherwise, I'm just pretty much going to assume you guys are talking to each other. I'll dip in and out here as we go. Also, if you have a question you want answered, there's a little $ or £. I don't know what it is in other countries. If you hit that, that'll do a super chat, and I'll be sure to get to your question the best I can. If you want to know more things going on, tweetfv.com if you want a link to my Discord, my Patreon, email if you want to email direct questions, or if you have like some news articles you want to send me, go to tweetfv.com and you can find all the links there. Also on that, I now have, well, I started a Teespring site. So here's a link to that. Pretty basic design. I don't remember the fellow's name that drew up the Tweety Bird logo for me. I really wish I could. All I remember is he lives in Anchorage, Alaska, and I traded a quad for the graphic art. God, I wish I could remember his name. I really do. I'd like to hit him up. He does some fantastic work. He also made me some stickers. It was like Rick and Morty in their little flying saucer thing, but it had props on it. Man, I really wish I could remember the guy's name. But anyways, check out Teespring. I haven't actually had any of the shirts or any of that stuff in hand, so I can't tell you what the quality is. I've ordered stuff from Teespring before, and they use decent shirts. They all seem to be a little on the small side. I'm normally an XL, and the XLs are a little tight on me. Also, still working off those COVID pounds, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I'm looking for somebody who is decent at the scribbly doos, because I don't have an artist bone in me at all. If anybody out there is good at that kind of stuff, hit me up, tweetfv@gmail.com, or head over to Discord, and maybe we can talk. I've got some ideas floating around in the old noggin here. I just can't bring my ideas to life. It's just not who I am. But anyways, Teespring. The nice thing about Teespring is I have zero inventory on hand, so it's all made to order. I don't get much of a profit off of it. It's just more or less just putting logos out there, kind of cool stuff. Over to the chat. Toxic FV, thankfully it isn't raining today. It's not raining right now, but everything is still just soaked. Robert Orlep, it's still snowing where he's at. Ugh, man, that sucks. Edoc, which game is she playing in Roblox? I have no idea. I pay for Minecraft, and as soon as I paid for Minecraft, she stopped playing Minecraft and is playing Roblox. I don't know what it is. All I know is it's lots of noise. Thank God for Bluetooth headphones. Oh man, watching from Ontario, Canada. I've made a few trips from when I was in grade school to Ontario. I grew up in Howell, Michigan. So back when I was in high school and middle school, we used to do weekend trips for school and for family out to Ontario and Windsor and places like that. Really enjoy it there. Let's see, Blazeby 3DRC. Hey, thanks again for the reply yesterday on the flywheel GPS fix. I did it in a few hours, and so far so good. Yeah, man, that's what Flywoo should. Well, Flywoo shouldn't have used such a limited flight controller to start off with, but I mean that. Check out the video. It's great for the V1 fix. The MSP protocol for the DJI goggle should never, or the DJI Air unit should never be on soft serial. It was never designed to handle that kind of load. Oh yeah, you're right, Mike N. I need stickers with that Tweety Bird. I've been doing my logo forever with stickers, and I don't know why I've never decided to cut those. But you know what? When you guys have good suggestions, it goes on a notepad. And it sucks because I just re-upped my order from Sticker U. That's who I use. I've been extremely happy with their price and the quality of the stickers that come out of them. Sticker U. I just re-upped this logo. Man, I wish I would have thought about that. Speed Turtle says GCK FPV is good. Good artist, I'm assuming. I'll have to hit him up. Another note. Sorry about all the background noise, guys. CGKFPV. definitely check that out. Yeah, Mike N, thanks for the suggestion. I never even thought about that. I don't know why. Gave you my friend one a little cavity toothpick from you a couple years ago. That little thing ripped. Yeah, you mean this little guy? I've been waiting to do a build on this. I need to get an AIO. I just don't want to buy a new AIO. I thought I had a used one sitting around or an old one, but I just do not. Robert Ortlep? Yep, that'll do. I'll be in touch for sure. Man, anywho, let's see. Yeah, Dauntless, you got my my logo stickers. If you buy a set of grips from me, I've been throwing one of those in the package with the grips. But if you get them from RDQ or Pyro, you don't get the stickers. I don't have enough stickers to send to those guys in the quantity that they've been buying grips. It starts. Welcome, buddy. I would like to go flying today, but we'll see what happens. I got kiddo duty tonight or today, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, also I want to talk about this guy here. Got to do a plug for the Patreon. This is going to be this month's 5-inch fully built. This is all brand new stuff. I absolutely love this and I don't want to get rid of it, but I said I would, so I'm going to. FEV Cycle Glide 5-inch. This is a sub 600 gram all up with lipo and session quad. Flies friggin' amazing. If you want to get on that, head over to Discord. $5 will get you the entry, or I'll give you a link to the entry, and then anybody who's sub $5, I will make the entry form live when I go live for the giveaway of that quad. So a little bit of incentive to bump up the contribution. I need to get to a certain level so I can make this kind of a monthly thing. For what I have into this, I can't do it monthly. I can do it bi-monthly. So that's a little inside baseball for y'all. Anyway, so I do have some new Patreon members as of the last live stream. House FPV, welcome to the Patreon, the Cool Kids Club. By the way, House FPV, he did a full 5-inch pre-built giveaway over on Speedy Eternal's live stream over on his channel. If you don't know who Speedy Turtle is, look him up. Really cool stuff. Mike Bergman. And somehow I won this. I don't know how, but I did. It's a Stark 5. It's basically the FEV crate build with his custom made LED race wires. And I have a couple sets of these coming because these things are unlike anything else I've ever seen. They are super thick. They got 4 LEDs on them. They're programmable through the DIN. I'm super impressed with the build. I haven't flown it. I basically just plugged it into Betaflight, and that's it so far. It's just, like I said, I've had company in town, and the weather has been just shit. I gotta remember that's there. Chatterbox. But really excited about that. So anyways, also John Pierce and Market Zero, 2 other contributors to my Patreon, they have upped their contribution. Thank you so much. Anybody who contributes ends up there on the list. So and that's that for the coffee. So anyways, that's going to be the giveaway. That's going to be this month. I think, let's see, what day did I say I was going to do that? I think on the 25th, or I think the 25th is when I'm going to do that. So anyways, become a patron and get the early access to the entry form. And if you want to be on the lower tier, you'll get it. I'll make it live as soon as I make the video or the live stream live. So like I said, a little bit of incentive there. But it is one of the like I've recently heard, like, nobody gives away anything that they like on YouTube. Nope, not today. this is something I really like. And the idea is that this will be a build-it-yourself box. This one I built to kind of vet the components and make the tune for it. So the next time I do this, it'll be a box of parts, and I'll digitally send you my tune. I was really hoping the new version of Betaflight would be out so I could tune it for that. But I'm not going to tune it for a not released version of a firmware, just because there could still be bugs that I don't know about, and I don't want you to find out the hard way about. So anyways, that'll be this month's giveaway, and hopefully next month's as well. Depending on like everything that comes in on Patreon goes right back to the channel, and I need to kind of make it make sense. I can't keep operating this at a loss, which I pretty much always do, but that's all right. As long as you guys like it, I like it. So yeah, that's the giveaway. Today we'll also be doing the giveaway for the FPV Crate Sub250 box. I don't even remember what was in this thing. Oh yeah, that's right. The Lumineer Lux VTX. If this thing isn't rebranded from Rush, then I don't know what it is. And then a couple props. So that is what we're going to be giving away today. If you haven't gotten entered into that, check the video description. The link should be there to the Google form. Right now, 39 people are on it, so pretty good odds. Go ahead and hit that up. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Let me scroll through it real quick. The house wins. That'd be cool. Speedy Turtle says, I think he said he's going to be giving away another quad next month. Let's see. Brandon Bentley, welcome to the live stream. Another contributor over on my Discord. I've got the grips on my workbench. They came in this week. Pop them in next time I do build things. Winning a glide is the only way to get one. They're sold out everywhere. Ugh. Are they really? Because that will screw up my plans for a box type thing. Well, well, there's a reason why it's sold out, because it is one hell of a nice frame, unfortunately. But yeah. You have a coffee hostess behind you. Oh, you are right. What the hell's the point of having kids if they can't do work for you? Athex says this 250 will be here tomorrow. That's awesome, man. Let's see. Mike N, you should put a gallery of your grip tape on your site. I should. That's another excellent idea. Man, you're just a good idea fairy today, aren't you, Mike N? Unfortunately, I'm using Google websites, and they don't let you do e-commerce on there. At least I haven't figured out how to do it yet. So, yeah. Because a new version of the Glide is coming. Yeah, that's what I've heard, and kind of excited about that. Mike Bergman really considered building a Glide when they were in stock for an analog build, but held off. How's a Glide frame? And now the Glide frames are gone again. Yeah, you know, they come and go. Roto Village. Hang on. I'll be right with you guys in a second here. So hopefully everybody's having a good day today. There has sorry, my brain just shut up there for a minute. Okay, so there might not be any glide frames left at Rotor Village. Thanks for the tip, EDOC. Rob Logan, I think I'm gonna have to break my day streak again. Unfortunately, one wheel still in two pieces. I'm afraid to take the tire off without the nylon lever tool I'm missing. Yeah, don't jam just screwdrivers in there to pull the bead up. You're definitely gonna want to use like a nylon tire tool or something like that. I've used other things that shouldn't be used for pulling tires off in the past when I've had to, but yeah. Let's see. Back through the chat here. Classic Kebab. Find a part you like, buy a lifetime supply once, sell out new version. Release when you don't robot again. Yep. Maniac, welcome to the live stream. Maniac FEV. Love the sticker. Bummed I didn't grab your other one too out of that Speedy Turtles Speedy Care package, but what do you do? Let's see if there's a super chat giveaway put next to Rob Logan Jr.'s name. There will be a super chat giveaway today, and I need to make this kind of a shorter stream because I have to hit the road here in about an hour. So try to keep me on track here, guys, because so far I'm failing miserably at it. So anyways, I want to try to incorporate some of the questions I'm having over on my Discord. And one of them was, one of my members said he was having weird yaw twitches in his quad, and he wanted me to take a look at some black box data. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. And I'll show you how I came to the conclusion that I did. And I want to see what you guys think too. So here's this black box log. I'm assuming that these short logs aren't the ones that he's sending me. So this 4-minute and 24-second one is the one I'm looking at. So I like to kind of just scroll around until I find something strange. And this is kind of what I was seeing here. So up here I have RC commands. This is your stick input. And here we can see, you can see the stick command here, the overlays, pop to almost full deflection and back. Well, like half deflection and back in a matter of a tenth of a second. And there's another one, and another one, and another one. Now, typical new pilot thing is when you raise your throttle, you tend to yaw to the left because your thumb doesn't go straight up and down. You haven't trained it yet. It kind of yaws to the left. But that deflection is so quick, and there's no correction back to the right, that my only two thoughts is one, you got a bad gimbal, or two, you have a bad receiver. I've never seen a receiver do this, but I think it might be possible. What do you guys think looking at this? That's a really short span. So from here to here is about a tenth of a second. What do you think? But that's my thought. Rob Logan, at least it's only a 9-day streak you're breaking. Yeah, that's true. Back to the chat. Athix, which motors are you going to put on the 250? I'm going to put the 2004 Umagod motors on it. Toxic says he got his SQ001 yesterday and used it for the first time. Thank you for the suggestion. It's a great soldering iron, and I make grips for it as well. So head over to tweetfev.com and click that Etsy link if you want to get some grips, or race day quads and pyro drone. They have them too. Makes it better, way better. You wouldn't think so, but it sure does. A Clifford Basic. Can't even find a capacitor in your country. What country would that be? Because that sounds sad. Very sad. And EDOC says the tip oxidizes real quick on the SQ001. So quick way or easy way to try to prolong the life of your tip is before you shut the iron off, clean the tip real good with the little copper Brillo pad that you typically find for soldering. Cover it with solder and then shut it off and let that solder harden over the tip of the soldering iron. That will encapsulate it, keeping the oxygen from oxidizing against it while it's in storage. Will make a tip last darn near forever. Dauntless, he left the tire spoon in the tire. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh man. Oh boy, YouTube did jumpy thing. There we go. Brandon Bentley, they can log debug mode RC smoothing, and we can check raw RC. That's a good suggestion. I forgot who was doing that. Let's see. There we go. Suggestion made. Drone Pilot, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Those look organic. They kind of do, but man, it's so quick. It's with no correction to back to the right. Abraham says it, yeah, faulty would be less than relatively long period. You're right, unless the smoothing's doing that. So if, it depends on what the smoothing set up as, or maybe the ADC filter on his radio is doing that. So there's some other things, but also to your point, I think this was involved in a crash at one point. It's been moved from frame to frame. I think he switched out just about everything other than the ESC. So I don't know. We'll see. Does the GEP-RC work on a flight sim? Brand new, by the way. The GEP-RC what, Aaron Stevens? Dauntless, do I have a Race Day Quad affiliate? Unfortunately, no, I don't. I've been inquiring about Race Day Quads, and their only requirement is that you have 10,000 plus subscribers. I'm not there. You guys can help me out with that, though. Get me to 10,000, and I will gladly give you an affiliate link. Right? But yeah, unfortunately, I don't. Even though they do stock my products, I don't get an affiliate link through them, unfortunately. The 10,000 mark seems to be where... Hey. Dark. Oh, man. GEP-RC Tiny Go. I do not know if that will. Plug it into your computer, and if it recognizes it as a gamepad, then yes. If it doesn't, then no, unfortunately. Any tips? Play the sim. So, funny thing about, it's just like, the great magnet of life. I've got a real good friend from my childhood. We hung out all the time in high school, after high school. We kind of went our separate ways, just life got in the way, work, jobs, relationships, whatever. But every once in a while, we keep coming back and running into each other. And he hit me up earlier, I think it was 2 days ago, and said, hey man, I was looking for some advice on a quad, and I found your YouTube channels. And we chatted back and forth for a couple hours. And he started flying on a sim on his PS4, and he sent me a link to a 3D design that he made for putting stick ends on his PS4 controller. Real good idea. So Aaron Stevens, if you have a PS4 or something like that, you can try flying in the sim with that. I believe you can hook those up to a PC and use as a gamepad, but there are a lot of other cheap radios out there that will work as a gamepad for your computer. Silly kid. Oh man. Rob Logan says I'm trying to figure out something else I could use. It won't hurt the hub. You can go to a bicycle shop, and if you have one around you, and buy some tire spoons. They're usually pretty cheap. They're made of nylon. Another thing you could do is go to like Home Depot, or no, not Home Depot, but like Walmart, and buy a plastic spatula, something with a really stiff handle on it, or a wooden handle, and you can use that in a pinch. I've done all sorts of stupid stuff to take tires off of things in places where I shouldn't be taking tires off of. Yeah. Yeah, if the quad runs Betaflight, you should be able to do pass-through. It'll have a lot of latency, and it might be a little bit tough, but that does work. I don't have a video on how to do that, but if you search the YouTubers, you'll be able to find it for sure. eDrone, awesome channel. I smashed that like button. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. And subscribe if you're not, because, I need to get to that 10,000, right? I would love to stop relying on Banggood as my primary affiliate. I do. Banggood's done good for me. They've gotten a lot worse over the last couple 6, 12, 18 months. But they're really they're like the big affiliate that I have right now. So take that for what it's worth. Yeah, Maniac. There you go. Harbor Freight's got a nice selection. Or you can try just taking it to a local tire shop, or a power sports dealer. They're used to hand removing tires with spoons and not ruining the wheels. Or yeah, you can just wait till tomorrow. Put your old tire back on and go ride around and get that day streak going, or keep it going. Anyway, so super sidetracked here. We talk about some of the stuff that came in this week. You guys have already seen this on the bench or on the icon thumbnail. Got the 250 frame from Umagod. Definitely plan on building this up this week. I'm not gonna do it here on this live stream, but when I do start to build it, I'll just spark this whole thing up, and you guys can hang out and just crack wise while I'm building it. It's gonna be a digital build with a Nebula Pro. I'm gonna be using the Umagod 2004 motors and unfortunately the iFlight Beast H7. I know that flight controller has issues, but I got it. I'm going to use it anyways. And another cool thing that came this week, and this is on loan from one of my patrons, is this little guy. Yeah, that never gets old. It is so cool. Super excited to give that a try. I got to go and borrow a set of goggles from another patron, but yeah, gonna give that a shot. I'm really kind of excited about it. I just want to see what it's about for myself. I know there's been very mixed reactions to it, but gotta try it for myself and not follow the hype, you know what I mean? So I've got that. This came in this week as well. This is the FPV crate 533 Tiny Trainer crate. Really excited about this. If you've been following along for any amount of time, you know that the 533 Tiny Trainer is one of my absolute favorite quads. It is by far the funnest quad I have to fly, especially at a race. It's just so much fun. Let's see, Donald said, Brandon Bentley, it's been so long since I've ordered from RDQ. They gave me a 10% coupon. check out the points program, because I think if you figure out how the points work, I think Pyro gives you 10% off basically everything you buy, because they give you points, which they'll give you a gift certificate back. And I think Race Day Quads, I think it's 5%. I think Newbie Drone is 5 as well. I could be wrong about that. What bats do I use for the tiny trainer? I'm using the Tattoo something milliamp 3S, 4S, 3S, 4S. Hang on, I'll grab one. Yeah, the Tattoo 550 3S and the RDQ or GMB 525s 3S. These are the batteries I've been using for the tiny trainer, and really enjoy them. Working really good. Another thing that came in is this. I've always been talking about how kind of like tools that you really should have for building a quad. Sorry about the noise, guys. Got some new jeweler's loops in, and these things are pretty impressive. I haven't used this one here. The one I have is really old. It's kind of beat up. It's only a 7X. This is a 10X, and it has an integrated LED light inside of it. I'm always looking for newer, better tools. There we go. LED. Oh, and it's got a little gradient scale in there too for measuring things. Not that you're gonna really need that, but for today, I'm thinking doing like a builder's super chat giveaway. What do you guys think? I was gonna do one of these jeweler's loops. Jeweler's loop. The V-Fly Short Saver 2, and a wiring essentials pack. It's basically XT30, XT60, a couple lengths of 14, 16, 18 gauge wire, some 3-pin camera connectors, heat shrink, smaller wires, what is this, a 7-pin connector, which is typically what most ESCs are using lately. Do a super chat giveaway, $5. And all right, we have our winner already. It starts. Just kidding. Luckily I bought 2 of these because I wanted to give both of them away, but I think I'm gonna keep this one because this thing is not as good as this. Oh, maybe I'll give this one away. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's spin the wheel for the Sub250 crate before I get too far ahead of myself. Sub250 crate, we have 40 people entered for it right now. If you haven't gotten in on the entry, make sure you do that. And there's the entry link. I'm gonna give it about another 5 minutes. Spin it at 10:45. It's 10:40 right now. 5 minutes, and we'll spin that guy. So make sure you get on there. I probably won't send you the whole box. I'll just put it all in a padded envelope because it's only like $3 to ship it in the US through the post office. So I probably won't include the box. Saves everybody the hassle. We'll do that, and then we'll do the super chat giveaway. It starts $9.99. We'll get you on there twice, my friend. Why is it doing that? And by the way, I will shuffle these before I spin it. So those are some of the things that I got this week. And also, I don't know who, if anybody is excited about this, but at least for the grip business, I kind of wanted to pick this up. But this is the Radiomaster T8 Pro. It's a nice little gamepad style radio. It's a little bit different than a lot of the other radios I've seen. The form factor's nice. It has, this is kind of a neat little feature that I saw that I'm surprised no one else has done yet. It has these little fold out kind of like finger hangy things, which I really like that. Internal battery. And it does have a interface for OpenTX on it, but the interface comes off and then you're left with the module bay. Pretty neat. But other than that, I really haven't taken too much of a look at it. So I don't know if I'd recommend it yet or not. The price was right. It was fairly inexpensive. I'm really hoping that it interfaces with the computer for a sim. Apparently, if you take the screen off and plug it back in, it doesn't work. Until you reboot it. So this is kind of like what the, kind of how I hope the Beta Lite SE radio is like. I mean, the interface and the external bay would have been pretty nice. The gimbals feel okay, nothing special. Pretty bog standard gimbals. They do feel a little bit better than the Beta Lite ones, but that might just be in my head. I'd have to compare the two side by side. Switches feel all right. Two position switches and two 3-position switches. Pretty much exactly what you would expect. But not too shabby of a radio. I've been very pleased with Radiomaster products over Jumper a lot lately. It seems like Jumper comes out with an idea and then Radiomaster takes that idea and makes it mo better. And let's see, so between the 250 frame, the House FPV Stark build, and the DJI quad, I have a super busy week. That DJI quad is on loan. Thank you very much, person who sent it. I don't know if you want me to tell people who sent it, but I very much appreciate it. And then also to the person who I'm going to borrow goggles from to be able to run that thing. I really appreciate that as well. Let's try to get caught up on the super chatters. E-drone prop funds. Hey, E-drone, I'm gonna throw you on the wheel because that's how we work around here. And if you don't want it, just say I don't want it. Market zero, I'm in for $5 buckaroonies. 1 entry. Stupid wheel. I cannot stand this. Mother. Ugh. Why does it always just randomly spin on its own? I can't stand it. Maniac FPV, 10 bucks, 2 entries, super chat giveaway. Let's do this. All right, and Toxic, he says he'll give it a shot. Why not? For 2. EDOC for 12.55 Kanuki stand Copex. What is that? Is that 10? 2? Something? I don't know. Screw it. Looks like 10. And a drone pilot on it for 2. Thank you very much. Stupid. Why? I don't understand why it does that. I don't get it. It just randomly spins. I don't know why. Don't know why. Let's get back to the... It does look kind of gamery. It feels very plasticky and gamery, but again, it's cheap. it's kind of cheap. It's $60 for, oh, that's not even the Pro one. Hang on. $69. Yeah, nice. For the Pro version, it's a little bit more expensive than like the T-Lite, but I think this is probably gonna be a better radio than the T-Lite. But don't, you know, I haven't used it, so I don't know yet. But so far, I do kind of like the form factor of this one a little bit better. But time will tell. Time, Robert Ortleb. Thank you for keeping me honest here. Time for the giveaway. Mike N, what's the super chat giveaway? I missed it. It's a quad builder pack. It's going to be a 10x jeweler's loop with built-in LED, which is really nice. A V-Fly 2 short saver, and a pack of wire and connectors, XT60, XT90, some heat shrink, some wire, various gauges, and a couple of 3 and 7 pin connectors. So that's the super chat giveaway, $5. Sorry, nose is itchy. All right, so it is time. If you haven't gotten in on the FPV crate Sub250 crate giveaway, I suggest you do that. Right stat now time. Final chance. Let's see. Speedy Turbo, put me on there once. All right. Too many windows, too many things going on. All right, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Closing it off right now. Go ahead and get this wheel built up. All right, here's all the entries for the Sub250 crate. It's the, I can't remember the name of it, VTX. It looks like the Rush, whatever. All right, guys. Good luck. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't remember how long I set this for, so this may be. What Radio Master is that again? That is the T8 Pro Maniac. Round and round it goes. And Daniel Kvist? I don't know. Tweetfb@gmail.com. Hit me up and I'll get this out to you. Congratulations. Keith Jones, Houseware. There you go. Houseware. All right. What happened to the music? I don't think I've ever run through the whole playlist unless it didn't actually do the whole playlist. That's weird. Anywho, all right, so that was the Sub250 crate. Let's go ahead and clear that out of here. All right. So next is the Super Chat giveaway. Here's what we're looking like right now. There we go. If you guys see any errors, let me know. And let's spin that in about 20 minutes. About, oh, I gotta get Speedy on there. Got you on there, Speedy. We'll spin that here at about, let's see, it's 10:51. Let's do it 11:20, 11:30-ish, around there, because that's about the time I gotta head out of here. Gotta leave a little early today. So anyways, what do you guys think about the Sub250 or the 250 frame? I'm really excited about this thing. They kind of screwed up in their shipping, and they forgot the the lipo straps. These things are freaking hilarious and tiny. They sent them later, but these are some of the smallest lipo straps I have ever seen. They're, I mean, there's nothing special about them, but they're perfect for this build. They kind of just follow that whole theme of small and light. Let's see, Edoc, can you show the wheel again? I had to scrub to where you showed it, and it disappeared too fast. All right, here we go. There's the wheel as it sits right now. Remember, I will shuffle this up before I spin it. And my name wasn't on the wheel. I don't understand, where did all the names come from? Drone Pilot, so which wheel are you talking about? Are you talking about the Super Chat giveaway wheel or the Sub250 crate wheel? Because there's two different ones in this live stream. Yes, the other one was the Sub250 crate. Yeah, that was the other wheel. This is for the quad build kit, or builder's kit. Yeah, Drone Pilot. The other wheel that I just spun was for the Sub250 crate. That had separate entry for it, or a separate entry form for that one. But yeah, back to the 250 frame. I'm really excited about this thing. Drone Pilot, I must have missed the info regarding that. Yeah, it was in the video description, and I posted the Google Doc a couple times. The spin is for the Patreon member. Nope. This wheel I got going right now is for Super Chat. $5 Super Chat gets you the lit Jeweler's Loop, the V-Fly Short Saver 2, and the wire pack. You have the S800 in the air yet? I've had it in the air and on the ground, mostly on the ground. I just don't have the time to get into flying and learning the ins and outs of fixed wing. I really want to. I just haven't had the time, but I want to. These are the motors I'm going to be using. These little guys. These are the Umagod motors, 2005. They are super sick looking. Focus, you bastard. There we go. These ones are the 1600 kV variant because I wanted to go 6S. Don't know if that was going to be a mistake or not, but we'll see. I do need to get some lipos too for it. But it'll be a DJI build, so it'll be about as heavy as it can be, and I still want to make sure I'm below the 250 mark. We'll see. We'll see if I can get there. I think there's a little bit of headroom left in there to get below the 250 with a naked GoPro, but I plan on doing the Insta360 Go 2. Mike N on the wheel for $5. One entry. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a couple of the GMB lipos for the 250 on the way already. Let's see. We're talking about registration. What are we talking about? Registration. Are you talking about drone registration? EDOC, for drone registration, if you're a hobbyist, it's one and done. But if you're registered under a Part 107, where when you fly, the intent is to make money off that video in any way, shape, or form, each quad has to be registered individually. And not under 250. 250, it's a toy. So. Mike Bergman, I really could care less about the Sub250 thing. I'm over the BS regulations. You and me both, man. I figure if somebody on the off chance does stop me, just punch out, disarm it, and be like, find it, bro. And hopefully by then it's ejected the battery, and definitely be Sub250. Yeah, you don't have to register Sub250 in the US either. And it should be noted that even inadvertently making money off YouTube videos meets that requirement of needing to be Part 107. Yes, but it can be argued that was not the intent of the flight. With FAA regulations and regulations in the US in general, it's all about intent. Because somebody is making money off that video, whether you're a 107 pilot, whether you've monetized it, or whether you're flying recreationally, somebody is making money off that flight. So if any flight is in furtherance of a business, meaning I put it on YouTube, I don't monetize it because I say I'm not able to monetize, but YouTube monetizes it, YouTube is now using your footage for monetary purposes. So it is an awful lot about intent of the flight. So, I mean, you're talking about like the nitty gritty weird stuff, but yeah. I'll crash and land a mile away and claim I was watching Titanic or something. Nice. There you go. Registration has been used to return drones that have landed in a lake. Yeah, the registration is basically to hold people accountable that probably aren't going to do anything stupid with them. So if you're going to do something stupid, take identifying stuff off the quad. I didn't say that. Doing the 107 course right now. Yeah, I need to renew my 107. I kind of got caught in that weird loophole where in-site testing was closed in places, and while they're waiting on the online one, so I got to look into that again. Oh, that's right. So another one of the big reasons why I tried to get a hold of a DJI FPV kit was to, obviously, for the grip game. I came up with these the other night. This is the final version. I think it looks sick as but that's my opinion. I haven't cut the rest of the colors to do the product pictures, but this is what it's generally going to look like, and I hope you guys like that. I don't know if there's a ton of DJI flyers out there in the video, but I always like to get the radio in hand because I like to model them after somebody who thumbs and pinches, trying to figure out where those contact points are without making it look ridiculous and have a ton of grip material on it, and also hopefully not putting too little on it. So I always try to get the radios in hand. And with that said, I have FPV radios coming out my ears. I have a stack of radios under my bench that I got to get rid of it. I got to get rid of it one of these days. Or I gotta get rid of them one of these days. So who knows? Does the grip for the Tango 2 work if there's a module bay on in the back? Absolutely it does. Yes, it does. I have a suggestion of doing a grip for just the pause button. That's a good idea. Which one's the pause button? Oh, this one here? yeah, that's the last thing I was going to do was some like little indexing things for the buttons. But that's a good idea. I like that on the list. There we go. On the list. Thank you very much. What radios do you have you're looking to get rid of? Let's see, I have two QX7s. I have a Radiomaster TX18, a T-Lite, T12, X9 Lite, T8 Pro. I think I got a couple beta FPV radios. I got a ton of radios. If I do decide to get rid of them, I will be putting them on FPVExchange.com. If you're looking for buying new and used gear, it's your one-stop shop. Pretty cool way to get rid of your old products. If you have a, like I got a couple quads on here for sale, you just put a picture on there, put a description, put the original price, and there's a slider. We're Betaflight flyers. We love sliders. There's a slider to set your sale price, and you just wait. Wait for offers. Post them on your local Discord and FPV Exchange. That's right, Mike N. Let's see, George. I'm just gonna call you George. The only bits about the rules that bother me are the within sight requirements. No long range flights. Yeah, that's race day quads is challenging. The FAA right now and the regulations. We'll see whatever comes of that, but we'll see. Mike N, post all the things. Yes, I have to post all the things. But yeah, I'm super excited about the Sub250 build, or I don't know why I keep calling it the 250 build, because I've built a Sub250 5-inch quad maybe a year and a half ago. It was the Dave C Gate Hunter 5-inch. Hated it. It flew like absolute dog. Too light, too floaty. You punch up and it'd take you minutes. It just all the way to the ground. It was awful. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. I'm hoping that with the changes in the motors, the advancement in the motors, the props, the flight controller, the frame geometry, I'm hoping that this is better. Watching some of Umagod's videos and footage and how he set it up, looks like this is gonna be pretty darn nice. But again, who knows until I build it. So I do plan on building that, and every time I go to stick a soldering iron to it or a screwdriver to it, I'll again spark up the live streamy thing, and we'll just kind of do a informal shoot the shit type of thing. I'm never gonna get that button down. Oh boy, here we go. Totomi. Good evening from Finland, from your newest patron. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Greatly appreciate it, and I love the support. And hopefully you guys find value in what I'm doing over there. 250, no good for me. It's always windy here where I fly. Yeah, wait and wind. Let's see. In case anyone doesn't know, when you get your ham license, you automatically give an FCC and FBI permission to enter, inspect your gear without a warrant. Ham license comes with strings. Did not know that, Mike Bergman. Ugh. Put the button on a foot switch. That would be about the only way I could actually like reliably hit it, is put it on a foot switch. Or I could just let them fly and hopefully I don't get demonetized. I'll never post that on Bardwell's stream because he'll likely yeet the comment. I don't know about that. He's, I don't know. Well, I don't know. People have their opinions on that stuff. He does talk quite often about the FCC requirements because, like, you buy a VTX, it says, oh, these are locked because you need a ham license. Well, that's not true. They all need a ham license, unless you're buying that crappy Fat Shark VTX from back in, like, the early 2000s that was actually certified, but yeah. Dallas had demolished a toothpick frame this weekend, split the front and the whole arm came off. Oh, ugh. So one of the guys that I met at the race this weekend was postponed for weather. It'll be next weekend, so there's that. I don't know if I'll be streaming next weekend because too much drone stuff in one weekend. The wife doesn't usually like that too much. But the race got postponed till next weekend. Hopefully the weather's better. But one of the folks that I met at the last race had a piece of frame. I don't know what the frame was. The story is it's some European quad manufacturer, and to get the part he needed would have been shipped from overseas and super expensive, blah, 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 whatever. He knew I had a Shapeoko and I had some experience cutting carbon, so he wanted me to try to recreate this piece for him. It's cracked right here. Real interesting piece, really well done. Everything's chamfered. I don't have the skill to chamfer on my setup, so you can take a look at the process. Wherever it's at. Lethal Conceptions Bando Killer. That's what it is. So what I typically do is I just take the piece, strap it to a piece of printer paper, scan it so I can get like some rough dimensions, and I try to dimension it based off of something known on the frame. Drone Pilot, hey Tweet, if you want to know something really funny. Sounds like a setup, let's go for it. Tax says if I didn't need the 107 to do stuff, to do video pictures of my buddy who flips houses, I wouldn't get my 107. Yeah, exactly. Drone Pilot said I printed a nylon mount to keep my GPS away from the carbon frame, so my success recently with carbon fiber nylon. I printed carbon fiber mount as well. Yeah, the carbon fiber infused nylon is pretty tough stuff. Tip on glamour quad building: if you plan on vinyl wrapping your quad frame, don't chamfer first. Apply the vinyl, chamfer this. Yeah, Brandon Bentley. It's kind of like putting grips on a skateboard. So anyways, kind of use that to kind of get some dimensions, and then I just go around and just start plucking in all the holes. A nice set of calipers kind of helps out. You kind of figure out where everything's supposed to go. And then I actually start doing dimensions off of some known datum point. So I don't necessarily, the picture isn't perfectly one-to-one when it scans it. It gets skewed and stretched a little bit, but it gives you a rough idea where everything goes. Then you can just measure it. I do half the quad, trace an outline, and then I mirror it down the center and end up with something kind of like that. And then the part that I'm still kind of struggling with is the actual manufacturing part. I don't use the CNC router too much, but Basically just setting up all your operations. Goes through, plucks all the holes, kind of profiles everything out, and then it goes back and does another pass to kind of clean everything up. Slots out the fronts, and then we do the perimeter. And when it does the perimeter, it leaves little tabs on there. So then when I'm done, I take a Dremel with a very, very small bit, and I come through and I clip all the little pieces that hold it together, and clean it up with a file when I'm done. And boom. Went from this, and then I always 3D print it to kind of validate that I'm at least in the ballpark, to that, to the completed deal. And it is darn near perfect. It'll probably have to be a little bit of hand fitting to make it perfect, but there we go. And that was out of 2 mil carbon. Tahomey. Ah, interesting. I never would have guessed that, but welcome either way. Sorry if I butcher your name, please don't take offense to it. I am horrible with names, no matter what they are, unless it's like Tom or Bill. I don't think there's nearly enough carbon fiber in that carbon fiber nylon to really make that much of a difference attenuating the signal from the GPS. And plus, it's just kind of chopped up carbon fiber. It's not like long strand. And the rest is plastic. I'm sure there's hardly any. I bet you it doesn't conduct to the frame if you were to check it with a meter. Yeah, so whenever I draft something up that I'm gonna whack out of a chunk of carbon fiber, I always print it to at least see if I'm in the ballpark. And it's the same way I went about designing the cavity frame. And actually, there's a file on Thingiverse. Just look up TweetFPV for a 3D printed version of this. That was kind of like the predecessor to cutting out of carbon. I always see you guys can move so quick at Fusion 360. No, that took hours. I'm getting better as I use it more, but if I don't consistently use it, it goes away. And I'll spend hours trying to figure out how to get to do one thing, and I finally figure it out, and then like 2 months later I need to do the same thing, and we just start that cycle all over again. Let's see, Maniac, where do I get my carbon fiber sheets? Ooh, Amazon, mostly. Robert Orlep does not conduct. No, I didn't think it would. They do make conductive filament. You can, some specialty stuff and kind of make some interesting stuff too. Eric, let me see. I ended up with a 30x30 flight controller AO Vista. Works great, but only 5 fluoresce. Mike N, any suggestions on making a RC tank out of 3D printed parts and other quads? I don't have any suggestions, although that does sound like a very interesting project. I don't think you'd need anything other than servos and a receiver like a GX4R or something like that has actual servo outputs on it. You'd power that off of your ESC for your motors. The problem with making a tank using like quad parts like quad motors is the ESCs that we have cannot do that stuff worth because those things are just on and off. Like you need like a VESC, something where you can change the ramp up time and speed. Like you might be able to do it with the ESC, but most likely you'll just end up destroying them. I don't think the ESCs are suited well for that kind of thing, that slower speed. Unless you plan on doing servos, then that's just really slow because they're geared down. But you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Not even 1 millimeter part on probes. Not even reading on my fluke, dude. Yeah. All right, guys. So again, let's spin that super chat giveaway here in a minute. Again, that's for a 10x jeweler's loop with a little scale thing on the inside. This thing's pretty neat. I'm curious what that looks like to you guys. Oh, wow, look at that. So that's what you see inside of the jeweler's loop. I didn't think that would actually work out. So there is a little bit, there's a gradient and stuff like that. I think you can remove that. It's just a little overlay that's in there if you don't like that, but that's kind of neat. Obviously, it's got the LEDs. It's nice and big. Being self-lit's going to be huge for this. That, it comes with a little case. And there's a little tool for extracting the batteries. I don't know how noisy that is to you guys. It's loud to me. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So anyways, jeweler's loop. The B-Fly Short Saver 2. This is the nice one. This one has adjustable outputs on it, and it's a power button too. So it really helps out for binding receivers where you got to have like 3 hands, one to hold the button, one to hold the quad, and one to plug it in. Now you just hold the button and then push the button on the Short Saver, and it'll turn the quad on. And the wire pack, XT60, XT30. I have 18, 14, 12 gauge wires, various heat shrinks, a couple pretty useful connectors, mostly for cameras and ESCs. So $5 super chat, I'll get that on the way to whoever the lucky winner is.
Buddy, chill.
I'm sure you guys can hear that too. Express LRS, making a lot of news. I'm excited to give it a try once it becomes more mainstream. I don't feel like programming any of my existing gear and not being able to go back in case I don't like it. I don't know why I wouldn't like it, but whatever. Robert Orlov, hit me up on Discord, Facebook. Let me know what you need done, and I'm off to work. Have a great day. I will definitely hit you up. I have some ideas. But then again, like I said, I'm not an artist, but I'll definitely hit you up. Happy Mom, I'm not interested at all in the 900 megahertz Express LRS stuff. It's the 2.4 stuff I'm excited about. Mostly because I hate dealing with antennas. I like that little tiny Pico on the board antenna thing. That gets me right in the feelers, you know. Mike Bergman, I run Crossfire Tango 2, but I ended up buying the DJI radio so I could save. Yep, I do have one of the DJI radios for that exact reason, just because I wanted a quick, easy way to bind. If I'm already have a receiver, might as well just try it out. But for any serious long range, 900 megahertz is the way to go. I'm running both Crossfire and Express OS on the same quad, can switch via UART. Interesting. These new protocols need to get rolled into multi-module. Oh, that'd be really cool. Brandon Bentley, why would anyone want to go back to R9M? I don't know. Have you seen the traces R9 makes? Yeah, it's a hot mess. But apparently they're making good hardware since it's being used by Express LRS. So it's just the software's hot garbage. I don't know. I did R9 a long time ago. I left Crossfire for R9 because of price, availability, and you know who being a complete bag. So I left. I've recently gone back to Crossfire and Tracer just because it's more ubiquitous. And the prices have come down and made it fair between R9. R9 was perfectly fine. I was very happy using it. It worked great. Never fail-safed on it. You got to know what you're doing, but that goes with damn near everything else in this hobby. You got to know what you're doing before you start digging into it, you know. I used to race with 900, and I absolutely hated it. The two reasons I didn't finish a race, other than the fact that I crashed, is ejecting a LiPo or clipping an antenna. On 900 megahertz, as soon as you take off just the tiniest bit of an antenna and you hit the ground, you're done. Or at least in my experience, you were done. 2.4, you could lose both antennas and it still worked. So when Tracer and these low latency systems came out, it was like, oh, thank God we can go back to 2.4, ton of bandwidth, tiny antennas, and then the faster refresh rates are a bonus as well. Yeah, the protocol was sloppy for sure. I'm kind of curious if it's better with the access stuff, or, I mean, so here's what happens, especially in this hobby, is somebody makes a product and it's hot garbage. Everybody latches onto that data forever. No one ever goes back and says, well, you know, they made a lot of changes and now it's good. I don't know if it's better now or not with Access and R9. It'd be interesting to see that. Express OS feels locked in. You can feel the update rate. Yeah, apparently. So there was an issue with the Tango 2 not doing the claimed update rates, and may have been a little bit of placebo effect for some people. Alec Allen, I'm walking out the door. I have to walk out the door very soon as well. So, all right, let's spin this super chat and giveaway. Give you 2 more minutes. Get in there, $5. Here's what the wheel looks like right now. Hopefully you are on it. If you're on it. You me sending Express LRS is Mike, and is that going to be 2.4 or 900 megahertz? Yeah, TBS is way easier to use after using FR Sky products, but you know, at one point, price and availability was the big selling factor for me. Let's see, drone pilot says access ACS. Well, yeah, it's not going to change the properties of RF. That can't change. 2.4. Yeah, hit me up over on Discord if you're not on Discord. If you want to get on Discord, there's a link. There's a Discord invite in there. Hit me up. I would like to give it a try, actually. What are you giving away? I am giving away a lit 10x Jewelers Loop. This is kind of a builder's pack. Lit 10x Jewelers Loop, really cool. Ask any of the guys in the video description or the comments, they'll tell you. V-Fly Short Saber 2, and a rando selection of the little odds and ends that you might need to build a quad. Mostly wire, heat shrink, and connectors. And well, I got to throw in a couple stickers there. That'd be the super chat giveaway. Yeah, we need someone to make standalone D8-ish style receivers that does Red Pine. If you have a multi-protocol module and you have an SPI board, go ahead and fly D8 for a while. Switch to Red Pine, switch that for a little bit, and then go back to D8, and mind blown how bad D8 is. D8 needs to die, folks. Get over the fact that you can't fly D8 with your Access radios. D8 needs to go away. It is a garbage protocol. At least in my opinion. You may feel differently, and it's illegal in most of the world. So, I mean, other than that. Mike N. Need to make it. Okay. Now I know who you are. Thank you for that, because so many people have different names on different platforms between Discord, Patreon, YouTube. I have no idea who's who. Toxic. 2 more, buddy. Let's get you in there. Please don't spin. Please don't spin. There we go. 2 more. Oh man, my nose is itchy. Mike Bergman, yeah, 2 fine. D8 sucks. Yeah, it certainly does. Will Access radios bind to D8 SPI stuff in Red Pine? No, they don't. They don't support it. Again, go back to a multi-protocol module. But if your radio does, like if you had old ACCST that does D8, you still can't do red pine. You'd need a multi-protocol module. Yeah, the chip antenna is what's really doing it for me. I hate running antennas. That's why Tracer was such a letdown. Like, I gotta deal with 2 of these antennas. Like, ugh, why? Why? Red Pine's pretty great, minus lack of features, but I mean, who cares? You don't get 3 positions to a switch, and you don't get telemetry. But most likely, you're gonna be flying micro, so who really cares about telemetry? It's all got to be put in perspective. I'm going to put one on my Hummingbird Pro SPI ARCs, and that. Yeah, I don't understand why the SPI boards are so inconsistent. Like I'll get one where D16 flies great, and I get another one that will fail safe 10 feet in front of me. Why? Why is it different? I don't get it. I actually have been meaning to do debug on Red Pine. I found a bug with OpenTX and its implementation, and it doesn't surprise me. What telemetry do you use even while racing? None. Nope, I don't use telemetry, and even with Crossfire, while racing, you're not supposed to use telemetry because the bandwidth is so narrow that it does cause interference, especially in LVT countries. Let's see, if you own Gold Line batteries, you better check them on a meter. They are dishing out crap batteries. Yeah, you know, I didn't get on the Gold Line bandwagon, and I probably won't. I didn't see a lot of things about it that made me want to buy one. All right, guys, I'm gonna spin this thing in 2 more minutes. So if you want to get on there, super chat, or if you set one over on PayPal, let me know. Dalma says I have a wing with ARC SR in it. No OSD even. I don't go far, but never got an RSSI warning. Yeah, when you're flying wings and it's, you know, clear line of sight, it would take a lot to fail safe. Quads are too low to the ground. There's a lot of attenuation. You're constantly flippy flopping, hitting nulls. So fail safe on quads was a lot easier to do than on wings. Drone Powder by Tattoo for large quads, GMB for small quads, and they're quite fine. I've been sticking with Tattoo and Thunder Power packs for my larger quads lately. Thunder Power are expensive, but man, they just last forever as long as you're not smashing them into the ground. All right, guys, take a look at the super chat wheel. Make sure your name's on there as many times as it's supposed to. And if it's not, let me know right now. I can give you a couple seconds, and let's go ahead and shuffle this guy up. All batteries suck in the cold, not just GMB. Some may suck worse than others, but GMB's definitely suck in the cold. I've got one of the Ethics heated lipo packs. Kind of a splurge item, but it's kind of nice. We do drone golds for 1S. Yeah, they, in my experience, the Nui drone gold batteries are some of the best 1S packs out there. All right, guys, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good luck, and thank you for your support. Oh, and the winner is Toxic FV. Oh, wait, no. If it is, dude, seriously. Oh, here we go. And I'm gonna have to say the winner is Drone Pilot. Congratulations, hit me up, tweetfev@gmail.com, and we'll figure out the shipping information and get it out to you. But yeah, hit me up, tweetfev@gmail.com, or if for some reason you're watching us later, go to that link and you'll find it. Drone Pilot wins. Congratulations. All right, guys, I have to get going. I have to go meet a Patreon member about exchanging some frame parts and picking up a set of goggles to use on. One more time, just because it's so awesome. I don't know why I like that so much. But anyways, thank you so much for the support. If you want to get yourself in on the Patreon giveaway for this month, head over to Patreon, hit that $5 marker, and you'll get the link. And we'll shoot me a link for that jeweler's hoop. Give me 1 second. Orders. Here it is. There's the jeweler's loop. That's an affiliate link because I have to say that. Or wait, no, Amazon, you're not supposed to say it, but everything else you're supposed to. I don't know, whatever. That's the jeweler's loop. Awesome little jeweler's loop. All right, guys, I'll see you next time, and stay safe. Happy flying, even though that's not my thing, but whatever. Make sure you hit the notification button, subscribe, try to help me get to that 10,000 mark because I need to get there. And hit that notification icon because when I start building this 250 frame, I'll definitely spark this thing up and we can just kind of hang out. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time.